reborn.
You are on the mirrored side of the map. The lanes are swapped. Welcome to Wild Rift. On my way.
The heavens do not fear me because I am a god.
Engage.
They fear me
Minions have
because
spawned.
I am a man. I buried regret in a grave, along with my name. It is not why I fight, but who I fight for.
Bottom turret is under attack.
I will carve my stars into the heavens. Fight because you must! The past marches with me. You can only defeat yourself. I buried regret in a grave, along with my name. I will carve
Middle turret is under attack.
into the heavens.
First blood. You have been slain. Enemy slain. Ally slain.
Onward! The spear points in only one direction.
Ally slain.
It is not why I fight, but who I fight for.
You have slain an enemy.
I will carve my skull scars into the heavens.
Double kill. You have slain an enemy. You have been slain.
It is not why I fight, but who I fight for. Onward! Spear fights in only one direction. I will carve my scars into the heavens.
The dragon has spawned. Top turret is under attack. You have been slain. You have slain an enemy.
The past marches with me.
On my way. Enemy slain. On my way. You have slain an enemy.
These gods is but an echo of our own. I buried regret in a grave, along with my name.
On my way. Bottom turret is under attack.
The past marches with me.
Top turret is under attack. Turret is under attack. Engage. Bottom turret is under attack. First turret destroyed. Top turret is under attack. Spawned. Retreat. Ally slain. Top turret is under attack. Your team has slain the dragon. Bottom turret is under attack.
In a grave, along with my name.
Bottom turret is under attack. Bottom turret is under attack. Enemy slain.
You will not fail if it is worth it.
Bottom turret is under attack. Enemy slain.
I sought power out its peak, only to fight it within.
Enemy turret destroyed.
It is not why I fight, but who I fight for.
Middle turret is under attack.
The power of these gods is but an echo of our own.
The enemy team has slain the Rift Herald.
Rumors strong. Onward! The spear points in only
Ally slain.
It is not why I fight, but
Bottom turret is under attack. Enemy slain. Turret lost.
the power of these
You have slain an enemy. Ally slain.
of our own.
Middle turret is under attack. Turret lost. Enemy turret destroyed. Enemy slain.
It is not why I fight, but who I fight for.
Ally slain.
I buried the breath in the grave, along with my name.
Engage. Turret is under attack. You have been slain. Top turret is under attack. Killing spree. Retreat. Baron Nashor has spawned. Middle turret is under attack. Enemy slain. The dragon has spawned.
The past
In his retreat,
marches on.
engage the enemy champion.
I will carve my stars into the heavens.
Rampage.
I
Ally
buried the breath in
slain.
the grave, along with my name.
Unstoppable.
Onward! The spear points in only one direction.
Attack the dragon.
I will carve my scars into the heavens.
Dominating. Middle turret is under attack. Middle turret is under attack.
The past
Turret lost.
marches with me.
Godlike. Enemy slain.
The spear points in only one direction.
Legendary. Engage.
I buried the breath in the grave, along with my
Enemy
name.
slain.
Do not give up!
Top turret is under attack. team has slain the dragon.
Carve my scars into the heavens.
Legendary. Ally slain. Shut down.
With my name.
On my way. Killing spree.
Past master. Blade and body.
On my way. Enemy slain. On my way. On my way.
I fight, but who I fight for?
Ally turret is under attack. Rampage.
I buried regret in a grave, along with my name.
Inhibitor turret is under attack.
I will
Double
carve
kill.
my scars
Dominating.
into the heavens.
Godlike.
Onward! The spear points in only one direction. I buried regret in a grave, along with
Enemy
my...
turret destroyed. Enemy slain. Double kill. Killing spree. Enemy turret destroyed. Ally slain. Rampage. Ally slain.
You will not pay if it is worth it. Onward! The spear points in only one direction.
Legendary.
The power of these gods is but
The Elder Dragon has spawned. Legendary. Enemy turret destroyed. You have been slain. Retreat. Enemy turret destroyed. Legendary. On my way. Legendary. Double kill. Legendary.
It is not why I fight, but who I fight for.
Legendary. Enemy turret destroyed.
I will carve my scars
Enemy
into the
slain.
heavens.
Victory!
I decide what the tide will bring. The eyes never lie. Pleased to meet you.
Time to make an impact.
I will be the best.
You know you want me.
I will be the best. I will be the best. I will be the best.
Welcome to Wild Rift.
My journey's only beginning.
Minions have spawned.
My place is at the top. Been waiting for this. You got it. Is that all they've got? Every mistake is a lesson.
Middle turret is under attack.
I got this. Show me the path. Wuju style. Who questions my ability? Adapt to all situations. Is that all they've got?
First
got it.
blood. Ally slain. On my way.
Just try to stop me. Bring me to reach.
Bottom turret is under attack. Ally slain. Middle turret is under attack. Enemy slain.
Who questions my ability? My place is at the top.
Enemy slain.
I got this.
Ally slain.
Who questions my ability? Is that all they've got?
Middle turret is under attack. The dragon has spawned.
Adapt to all situations. Wuju style.
Middle turret is under attack. Enemy slain.
Every mistake is a lesson.
Ally slain.
Just try to stop me.
Enemy double kill. Ally slain. Middle turret is under attack. Bottom turret is under attack.
My place is at the top. that all they
Ally
got?
slain. Enemy slain.
Wuju style. Every mistake is a lesson. My place is at the top. Is that all they've got?
On my way. Top turret is under attack.
You got it.
Retreat. The Rift Herald has spawned.
Wuju style.
Middle turret is under attack.
Who questions my ability?
Your team has slain the dragon. Ally slain. You have been slain. Top turret is under attack. Enemy slain. Ally slain.
You got it.
Enemy killing spree. Bottom turret is under attack.
Every mistake is a lesson.
Enemy slain. Ally slain. Double kill. Enemy slain. Middle turret is under attack.
Adapt to all
Middle turret
situations.
is under attack. First turret destroyed.
Is that all they've got? You got it.
Middle turret is under attack. Enemy slain.
I got this.
Killing spree. Ally slain.
Just try to stop me.
On my way. Ally slain. Ally slain. Bottom turret is under attack. Rampage. On my way.
Show me the path.
Engage. Turret lost. Unstoppable. Middle turret is under attack.
You got it.
Ally slain.
Just try to stop me. Every mistake is a lesson.
The enemy team has slain the Rift Herald. Top turret is under attack.
Adapt to all
On my way.
situations.
Top turret is under attack. Retreat, retreat. Top turret is under attack.
My place is at the top.
Enemy turret destroyed. Baron Nashor has spawned. You have been slain. Ally slain. Dominating. Ally slain. The dragon has spawned.
To battle!
Show me the path.
Bottom turret is under attack. On my way. Godlike. Bottom turret is under attack. Engage.
Who questions my
You have
ability?
slain an enemy. Engage. Turret is under attack. Turret lost. Enemy turret destroyed. Legendary.
You got it.
Engage. On
Show
my
me the
way.
path.
Engage. On my way. Ally slain. Retreat.
Wuju style. Who questions my ability?
Your team has slain the dragon. Retreat. Ally slain. Retreat.
You got it.
Bottom turret is under attack.
Put me to
Turret
the
lost.
Adapt to all situations.
Middle turret is under attack. Middle turret is under attack. You have slain an enemy. Turret lost.
You got it.
Enemy turret is under attack. Shut down. Inhibitor turret is under attack.
Just try to stop. My place is at the top. Wuju style.
Retreat. Danger. Enemy
Adapt
missing.
to all
Enemy
situations.
turret destroyed.
I got this.
Enemy killing spree.
You got it.
Danger.
Is that all they've got? Every mistake.
Engage. Retreat. Retreat. On my way. You have been slain. Ally slain. Shut down. Enemy killing spree. Engage. Top turret is under attack. Rampage. Ace.
Who questions my ability?
Engage. Inhibitor turret is under attack. Enemy killing spree. Inhibitor turret is under attack. Turret lost. On my way. Enemy slain. Shut down. Enemy slain. Enemy is unstoppable. Enemy rampage. Enemy is dominating. Enemy slain. Shut down. The dragon has spawned.
Every mistake is a lesson. Wuju style.
Attack the dragon.
Show me the path.
Engage.
Is that all they've got?
Your team has slain the
Who
dragon.
questions my ability?
Ally slain. You have slain an enemy. Shut down. Enemy slain. Engage.
Every mistake is a lesson.
Top turret is under attack.
I got this.
Engage.
Who questions my ability? My place is at the top.
You have been slain. Enemy turret destroyed. Retreat. Enemy slain. Ally slain. Inhibitor turret is under attack. Slain.
Who questions my ability? Is that all they've got? You got it.
The enemy team has slain Baron Nashor. Retreat.
Adapt to all situations.
Ally slain. Enemy turret destroyed. Slain.
I got this.
Enemy killing spree. Nexus is under attack. Enemy turret destroyed. Nexus is under attack. Defeat.
The tavern's always open.
Come in, my friend. Begin the show. A tale of fire and strife and woe.
Cyrilla versus
Primus!
This is my moment.
More like a wisp than a warning.
Guide my hand. Guide my hand. Yes, but how? Yes, but how? Guide my hand.
We will feed on this word.
The Fire Lord.
Guide my hand. Yes, but how?
like a sporting.
We are friends now. Hello, friend.
Nathaniel is slain!
Time.
Guide my hand. Guide my hand. Guide my hand. Yes, but how? Yes, but how? Guide my hand. Yes, but how? Yes, but how? Yes, but how? Yes, but how? Guide my hand. Yes, but how? Yes, but how? Guide my hand. Yes, but how? Yes, but how? Yes, but how? Yes, but how?
addicted to it.
Greetings, everybody. Thanks so much for joining us today. We're really glad you're with us for today's VentureBeat webinar on monetizing the esports boom, how to launch an esports platform. This event today is brought to you by Xsolla. My name is Dave Clark. I'll be your host for today's VB Live event. Now, before we get started, just a few quick notes to start things off. I want you to know that this will be an interactive webinar today. If you have any questions for the speakers, we invite you to type them at any time under the Ask a Question tab that you'll find on your screen. So get all of those questions in. Don't be shy. We do want to hear from you. And also, if your question is specific to one particular person, as you can see, we have 4 speakers today, please be sure to indicate that person's name in your question. That would be really, really helpful. You'll also notice on your screen that under the Attachments tab, you can access various resources associated with this webinar. I think we have a couple of links for you there. So take a look when you have a chance. And then finally, there's also a rating system on your screen that you can use to provide us with feedback at any time during the webinar today. You'll find that under the Rate This tab. You can rate this webinar on a 5-star scale. You can also send us comments, and we encourage you to do that at any time and as often as you like today. And I think that's everything you need to know for today. So we're going to get started now with today's discussion on monetizing the esports boom, how to launch an esports platform. And we're going to kick things off first by meeting today's speakers. First, we have John Fazio, CEO at Nerd Street Gamers. We also have Nicolo Maestro, co-founder and CEO at Faceit. Berkeley Eganes is Vice President of Marketing at Xsolla. And finally, Steve Peterson is CEO at Storyforce Entertainment. So let's start things off with John. John, what can you tell us about yourself and the work you do?
Thanks for having me. I appreciate it. My name's John Fazio. I run Nerd Street Gamers. We're an infrastructure business for esports. We're focused on building the physical facilities that connect more people to actually be able to compete in this awesome industry, and then helping to curate the opportunities that you're able to compete in once you have that access.
That's great. Thanks, John. Let's move next to Nicolo. What can you tell us about yourself, Nicolo?
Hey, thanks for having me. Nicolo Maestro here. I'm one of the founders and the CEO at Faceit. I tend to focus mostly on strategy, and I mean, at a certain point in time, I probably did everything, every single function in the company, at least a little bit. We're a competitive gaming platform. We have roughly 20 million players, and what we do is that we create the best competitive gaming experiences by leveraging and creating an ecosystem of communities around the game, and esports is ultimately the biggest representation of this community layer, probably.
All right, thanks, Nicolo. And next up is Berkeley. Berkeley, introduce yourself.
Hey, thanks for having me. I'm thrilled to be here today. I'm Berkeley Eganes, Vice President of Marketing at Xsolla, focusing on game commerce. Our drive is to help developers, publishers, platform partners to accelerate their game commerce globally. And how do we do that? By helping them solve monetization, marketing, localization challenges to help people launch their game, manage their game, and be successful to create a successful business within the video gaming industry.
Thank you, Berkeley. And finally, Steve, tell us about yourself and the work you do.
Hi, I'm Steve Peterson. I'm CEO of Storyforce Entertainment, a startup that I'm trying to revolutionize storytelling and role-playing on multiple platforms. So hopefully you'll be hearing more about that in the future as I get things rolling. I'm about going into early playtest mode here after I finish a few things on the design. But that's what I'm doing. And today we're talking about monetizing the esports boom.
Thank you, Steve. And Steve, you're also going to be leading us through today's discussion as our moderator, and we're going to get that started now. So I'm going to turn things over to you. Take it away.
Okay, thank you very much, Dave. I appreciate it. And I'd like to start with, kind of defining the shape of the issue here. There's lots and lots. There's thousands of new games every day. But what's the key to turning a game into a successful esport? Because, the number of successful esports may be large, but it's infinitely small compared to the number of games. So how does a game make that transition? And what's important? to making that transition. John?
Sure. I think there's two elements. One is the actual game itself and how it attracts the players and how it hooks the players to want to be there. I forget what the exact, adage is, but the idea that it's really easy to get good, but incredibly hard to get great. There's a really high skill barrier or not a barrier, skill capability that lets you, get better and better. But even the beginners can jump in and play, which is what's so great about a sport like, soccer and basketball. You can just pick it up and play. And so a good video game has that same trait, that it's easy to get in, but you can spend your entire life trying to get better at it. And then on the back end, there's this whole thing that we call an ecosystem, which is, the competitions that happen on that game. They might be self-organized in basements or hotels or massive esports arenas. But there's an ecosystem of operators who are creating and promoting these events, both digitally and in person. And, the publishers are in control of that ecosystem because they control how we're able to monetize and advertise that intellectual property for their game. So the most successful esports are the ones that have really empowered that ecosystem to grow in a diverse manner and not in a centralized manner. And that's what we've seen, tremendous success with, games like, Valorant that's grown, and, some of the oldest games in the world like CS that, have been around forever and have open ecosystems that have cemented themselves and aren't going anywhere. Oh, you're muted there, Steve. Sorry.
What is it that makes a game into a great esport, Nicolo?
Yeah, I think I totally agree with John. I think first it's about, you need good content. The game needs to be accessible. It needs to be a good game. And I think starting with idea, I'm going to make an esports title per se is not necessarily the right direction to take. You need to do great content. You need to do a great game that people like playing. At that point, it's about creating an ecosystem and creating a community layer around the game. I could very well define FACEIT as an esports platform. Reality is, for us, esports is a representation of that ecosystem. The ecosystem and the communities that happen around the game, once players start living that game beyond a simple game session, they start building relationships around that. They start studying the meta in order to understand how to improve that game. At that point, that game starts having an ecosystem that can end up into being an esports. And that's the way we look at it. So as a company, that's exactly what we do. We try to enable these communities. We work with game developers in order to give them the tools to create these competitive systems around the games and enable that ecosystem. I think the example of Counter-Strike is a perfect one and is spot on. It's a decentralized ecosystem where you have hundreds, if not thousands, of communities creating content continuously and interacting and creating a social sort of layer on the game. I think an interesting stat that we have internally, we know that if a player does a FACEIT account and joins a community within the first 2 weeks, the probability of retaining that player is 4 times higher than a player that does not join a community. And this alone, I think, is enough value to explain why that ecosystem is important. And once you have that ecosystem, once you have all those communities, you can start leveraging that ecosystem in order to grow the game. Big events are the perfect example. You do events, you start leveraging influencers, and that's an acceleration of your growth as a game, and an acceleration of the growth of the ecosystem around the game too, which ends up adding to the longevity as well.
Berkeley, your perspective is a little different since your company is providing tools to help a variety of platforms. What do you see as the key elements in making a game into a successful esport?
I think both of them hit the nail on the head. It's about the community. You build a game to have a great game. And then based on the competitive nature of that game, become an esport. Can it be something that you can get and have ranked play, have progression, have growth in putting it into it? And then how do you monetize that? How do you figure out to, we're all in this business to do incredible things with the video game industry, but we're a business. And then we help partners to figure that out, and how do they scale it and how do they localize it, because there's many challenges across the hundreds of countries we have around the world that have players, video game players, and then to be able to localize that, in 700 different payment methods around the world, because it's a tough thing to do. It's a bit of a challenge to do, not only for the game, but when you get into an esport, and to be able to develop a platform that has battle passes, subscription models, to be able to play and be invited into these communities, and then join lobbies to go play. And then to win and be successful and to continue to grow and mature as a player into that experience. It's a really important thing. You've got it. Great game, build the community, and then figure out how to scale it and localize it. And that's where we come into play. And that's where we are able to help partners like FACEIT to be successful.
And I just add, to say, if you think about it in comparison to traditional sports, imagine if the NFL was responsible for running every single football league in the country, every high school football, every college football. It would be hard, and it wouldn't have grown the way it grew. It grew the way it did because of that decentralization, and every organization that wanted to be playing had the opportunity to play and grow something. And that's where you get, that massive snowball growth. When you talk about, sustainability, the key is finding affordable access layers where consumers can continue to pay. Sponsorship revenues are great, but they come and go with, the market, completely interdependent of consumer purchasing capability. And so making yourself able to, you're positioning yourself in a position where the consumer has an ongoing need from you, regardless of market condition, I think is really the key to sustainability for publishers and for organizers.
Yeah, that's a good point, Berkeley, that you made. Is it's great. We're fun. We're building a community, but ultimately it's a business, and we all have to figure out how to make money from it. And monetization is an important element. Nicolo, what do you see? I mean, there's so many different ways people have monetized esports. What are the important things to you? Battle passes, or merchandise, or subscriptions, or tickets, or what do you see as important monetization methods to use with successful esports?
Look, I think ultimately the biggest benefit of esports is the retention you get and the type of engagement that you get from your player base. And that's the number one thing you get from building that community layer. Then out of that engagement, you can monetize in many different ways, depending on where you sit within the ecosystem. As a game developer, simply having that engagement already has a big impact on your monetization. You can try and find additional ways by looking at things like battle passes, as you mentioned. And we have actually a type of integration where we monetize in a revenue share with a game developer that is focused around this type of competitive features. So one of the integrations we have is what we call the in-game integration, and basically enables the whole competitive feature set within the game and has a revenue share with a game developer, and out of the box, fully ready monetization feature.
front line.
Target's inside.
Taking the lead.
Changing mag.
Recon ready for deployment. Hunter killer drone ready for deployment. Predator missile awaiting orders.
Tango down. Contact with enemy. Changing mag. Reloading. Cover me. Target down. Changing mag. Tango down. Enemy down. Need backup. Reloading. Cover me. Tango down.
Objective almost complete. Keep it up.
Enemy contact. Reloading.
UAV online. Hunter killer drone deployed.
Target down.
Lost the lead.
Target's inside. I'm hurt. Tango.
Tied for the lead.
Tango down.
We've taken the lead.
Tango down. Let's go. Let's go.
Friendly hunter-killer drone deployed. UAV online.
Changing mag. Contact with enemy. Tango down. Tango down.
Predator missile inbound. UAV recon ready for deployment. Hunter-killer drone on standby.
Reloading. Cover me.
Predator missile on standby.
Changing mag. Changing mag.
Friendly Predator missile inbound.
Reloading. Cover me. Target down.
UAV online. UAV online.
Enemy contact.
Hunter-killer drone.
Let's go. Let's go. Reloading.
Friendly hunter-killer drone deployed. Predator missile inbound. Recon standing by. Recon standing by. UAV online.
Changing mag. Enemy down.
Hunter-killer drone ready for
Target's
deployment.
inside.
Predator missile awaiting orders.
Reloading. Sniper down.
Objective almost complete. Keep it up. UAV online. Hunter-killer drone deployed. UAV recon ready for deployment. Hunter-killer drone on standby.
Get down. Sniper.
UAV online.
Target down.